Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and in this video we are going to talk about strings in our C programming language. And to do so, we are going to first of all recall the arrays topic we loved so much, right? Because there is so much similarity between this topic and the strings topic we're about to learn in this section. And just to make sure that you're aligned with the material regarding arrays, let's see how we would have created an array of integers. So if we wanted to create an array of integers, we would simply do something like this: int arr and use 5 in these square brackets, which means that we are going to create an array of integers and there will be only 5 elements in this array, in this collection. We could also initialize, read inputs from the user, for example by using the scanf function, right? And we could basically do a lot of different things with these elements in this array. And we also learned that we can create different types of arrays. For example, we can create arrays of integers, arrays of floating points, and we can also create arrays of characters and so on. There is no problem with creating different types of arrays, especially, of course, there is no problem to create an array of characters just by using char and the name of the array of size 10. And we also remember that arr in this case simply represents the name of that given array. We could also change this name to be brr, p, myarr, or whatever you like. It doesn't matter, it's just a name that you will use to access a particular array. So now, once we've briefly discussed the arrays, let us proceed with the strings. First of all, let's define what are strings. Non-formally, let's say that strings are used to store text, words, combination of words, simply some text that you may have in your mind. We've seen what is an array of characters and how we would have created and defined it. Now, a string is very similar in some way to this array of characters. So, if we want to speak a little bit more formally about our programming language, the C language, we can say that a string is just like an array of characters with the last element set to \0, some special type of character, the null character. So once again, an array of characters is great, but if we add a \0 character at the end, the null character at the end of a given let's say characters array, then what we can do is simply treat it as a string. So nothing complicated so far, just some formulations and understanding that you have to bear in your mind. And what it basically means: it means that the computer will provide us with additional functionality and much more abilities to work with strings as opposed to just working with arrays of characters. We will take a look at different examples in the next videos, so no worries guys. If something is not clear for 100% to you guys, don't worry, we will cover a lot of it in the next videos and in the challenges and the exercises that we are doing in every section. So the main thing that I do want you to understand is the fact that a string in C is basically an array of characters with the last character set to the null. And although strings are usually known as data types in a lot of other programming languages, in C that's not the case. In our C programming language, a string is not a native data type, so keep that in mind, that it's simply an array of characters with a null character at the end, and this null character is nothing more than some characters, simply as you have characters A, B, C, D, and so on. You also may have this character at the end of the string, which specify at the end of the characters array that specifies that this array may be treated as a string. So what it will give us if we use strings? Once we've added the null character to the end of the characters array, the computer may treat this array as a string, and this may provide more capabilities and functionalities that we will see now in this section. So I hope you understood everything from this video. What is the difference between an array of characters and a string in C programming language? And we can basically say that this is it for this video. Take a little break and I'll see you in the next one.